Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
What I typically see in the gym these days with young guys is they just want to come to the gym and lift all the weight they can, and they're going to try and max out every day that they come in the gym. And they want to be great power lifters, but not necessarily competitive power lifters. They want to call themselves power lifters, and then I think they're kind of bodybuilding too. They don't really know the difference between the two. But what we've got away from is what we used to call shifting gears. Back in the heyday of powerlifting in the 70s, 80s, 90s, we used to have a powerlifting season, and that was in the winter when all the meets were held. And then in the summertime, the guys would be playing, baseball, and they'd be having activities like swimming with their families and so forth. So they kind of disappear for a while. Many of them wouldn't lift year round. So what we would do is in the off season, we would start with in first gear, okay, and we would train raw. So training raw in first gear is our first cycle. Say back then it was 12 weeks. And we wouldn't be taking anything as far as supplementation. We'd be eating decent, But and then we would shift into second gear. That'd be our second cycle, 12-week cycle. And we would maybe throw on a belt and knee wraps. Okay, and of course our weight would increase, the weight that we're actually training with as we add the gear. Okay, and we might add some creatine, some glutamine, some vanadyl sulfate, things like that to help improve our strength. Our third powerlifting cycle would get us ready for a meet at the very beginning of the powerlifting season, and that's when we would have belt, wraps, and then we would add the suit. And this was also when the guys would add their illegal supplementation, okay? And they didn't stay on their illegal supplementation year-round like people do nowadays. They cycle on and cycle off for just to stay healthy and just not to take any risk any side effects or anything. So, but kids today are not patient enough to run even an 8-week cycle, let alone look at the whole year as a series of cycles and plan that whole year, okay, so that they can peak at a meet and then increase that peak over that season, that powerlifting season, which we really don't have anymore because powerlifting's basically died out. It's spotty. We have a meet here and there throughout the year, so there's no real season to get ready for. Now, I'd also like to talk about lifting raw. A suit will add pounds to your lifts. A bench press shirt will add pounds to your bench press. But wearing that gear makes you weaker. You're not going to get any stronger wearing that gear. You need to have parts of the year when you train raw. This is how you get strong, by training without gear. Try to get deep in the squat with a good suit on. It's very hard to do. It's much easier to work that Golgi tendon reflex, that stretch reflex in the squat when you're squatting raw. You can get that depth, and then you have to learn later on how to make that depth work for you with the suit on. You're switching gears again, okay, but you're stronger coming into that suited cycle, having not worn a suit, and you've got a good depth now by not wearing a suit. You've stretched that Golgi tendon reflex, and now you're ready for a suit. but it's going to be hard. It's going to be a lot of work. Learning again, teaching your body again to get lower in that suit, but you're going to be so much stronger on this third cycle. It really pays off.